Investors often turn to Silicon Valley as the place to launch a startup company because of the abundance of talent and expertise. And one of the hottest accelerator programs, 500 Startups, is just wrapping up its demo day. Mark Niu is there and joins us live from Silicon Valley. Mark.
Michelle, 500 Startups is one of the premier accelerator companies in Silicon Valley, having mentored such startups as TaskRabbit, Twilio, and Wildfire, which was recently purchased by Google for $350 million. Now, I sat down with Dave McClure, who is the founder of 500 Startups. He's also referred to as a super investor around here, super angel investor around here, because of his numerous connections and numerous investments in startups. Now, this last batch has 30 companies that received $50,000 each and 3 months of intensive mentorship. In exchange, 500 Startups gets a 5% equity stake in the company. I started by asking McClure what kind of company he's interested in taking under his wing.
We are kind of focused on companies that solve real problems for people and, make money. I think that's sometimes Silicon Valley gets a little too focused on things that are sexy and a little bit bleeding edge and maybe don't always make money. And there's certainly examples of success stories there, Instagram most recently, but Twitter and Facebook and others. But we're really big fans of businesses that are, consumer facing or small business facing, solve problems for people that they understand and are ready to pay money for.
Do you think it can be too Hollywood when they do the pitches?
Well, we try and make it entertaining. I don't know that we're trying to be used car salesmen. We don't want to be selling people things that aren't, accurate, but we do want to put the best light on the opportunity. And I think for a lot of people, investing in startups is a chance for them to be a movie producer of sorts. It's not like everything's going to be famous, but sometimes people can write a $25,000, $50,000 check, and maybe that might end up turning into an interesting story down the road where they make some money out of it, but they also get to enjoy the ride.
Do you think too many startups are getting seed funding right now, and therefore too many have to compete for the next round of Series A funding?
I think the challenge is that the number of venture capitalists in the institutional world are not scaling at the same rate that the investment's happening at the seed round. That doesn't mean all those companies are failing. There's other alternatives. Some of them may not raise that much capital. Some of them may get to break even. But indeed, some of them are going to fail, and some of them are going to have challenges because the bar now has been raised higher. I think the good story is for a lot of later stage investors, they're seeing a lot more high quality deal flow coming their way, and so they've been able to be more picky and more choosy about the things they're investing in.
What do you think about the future of startups in China?
We just hired a woman to help us figure out China. She's been in Beijing for about the last 5 years. I don't know we have a master plan yet. I think we're trying to learn from other smart folks over there. I think I don't speak Mandarin, but my kids do, and I think it's really important for us to look at China as a partner and an opportunity.
What do you take away from this job of being an angel investor?
I pretty much think I have the best job in the Valley and possibly best job in the world. I get to meet really, talented and smart people from all over the world. I think it's just great that, with a very small amount of capital, you can help get some things off the ground that can become very big dreams, really big realities. We do a lot of investing in things that are not traditional for Silicon Valley. We invest in international companies, we invest in women, we do business models that aren't very familiar or common for venture. In a way, we're sort of maybe a united nation of startups.
And in the next hour, we will take a look at some of the graduating class of 500 Startups and take a look at their interesting methods for selling their businesses. Michelle.
Thanks, Mark. We look forward to it. That's Mark Niu live for us in Silicon Valley.